Hi, Paul and Shine here.
Hi guys.
Well, very excited. A weekend of racing, of course, that's what we're all about.
Oh, for sure. And it's been so good. Oh my word.
Yeah, it actually feels like quite a break actually since Darwin.
I know, right? Like I had a big F1 race in between Darwin and here. We had Silverstone and
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Yes, and we need to start picking some of those about too.
Yes,
but
I'm yet to try and get him into it. Like he clips into it a little bit, but anyway.
I'm a learner driver. Oh, actually, I'm not really a learner driver.
Learner driver.
I'm. Yeah,
Anyway.
I do have interest, but anyway.
Anyway, back to Townsville, the Supercars.
We shall. Okay, so let's go. So race 20 on Friday.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, first thing that I'm going to say that actually stuck out for me on that one is Jaime.
Oh, man, like literally, I think it's the most, not aggressive, but aggressive I've seen him in a long time. Like, elbows out.
Elbows out.
Oh, man.
It was almost actually to the point where, like, we have this gentleman driver in Jaime who's the not cautious, but, you know, very calm, collected race driver who, you know, doesn't want to fender bender his car at all.
No.
But this time, he was getting in the thick of it.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure he just got through an incident, I think, or maybe scraped a little bit of paint, maybe?
Oh, there's a bit of scrapage there, I think I saw, but very interesting seeing him doing that.
Yes, definitely.
Yes. Anywho, so yeah, that's him, and then so we've got Kostecki.
Yes, Brody.
Smashing a record. Sorry, Scotty Pie, but he took it away.
Scott, you have a new record holder for Townsville that...
I didn't actually catch how long has that record been in place for?
Well, Scott was in the car in 22, I want to say, because he was... No, 23 was he. I think 23 maybe, because last year he coded with Bill. So yeah, it would have been 23 when he was last in the car. So that's a long time, actually.
Well,
nice, Scotty.
Maybe get back in there to take it back again. Anyway.
No, but then as well, I know that for Brody that is a big deal because he's been struggling a lot in the Ford at the moment. And for him to get that lap record and then put it on pole was a big deal for him.
Well, let's actually talk about that because obviously, you know, in that race he came first. So let's just look at the standings of that one. So, you know, Brody got first, Waters got second.
Yeah.
And Anton De Pasquale that's why I like to say it. He got third. But yeah, good to see Brody sort of mixing up with the boys again and getting up there.
Yeah, because it's his, I think, first win with Dick Johnson Racing. So I know he's been working really, really hard and the team's been working really, really hard to try and like band everyone together and get those cars, you know, in the sweet spots because they've been really struggling at the moment. So
yeah, actually it kind of makes me think back to Darwin because I remember, you know, I think after the last race, Brown was actually saying that at one point there when they were struggling, they actually set both the cars up the same. So he had his car set up the same as Feeney's, and he hated it, and then they put it back to his setup again. So interesting. Anyway, that was kind of cool to see that race unfold, and slightly different though having racing like that on a Friday. I mean, obviously being a worker, you know, it's a bit because it means that you're missing out on stuff. I don't know what the move was of Supercars going to do.
Well, I think because it was a 500 too, they were trying to do more racing across the board, but I agree because obviously I have work as well, so it was kind of a bit like we missed out on the qualifying, so we came home and we just watched the race and we saw who was in the in there. But I quite liked it when it was like the double race on the Saturday and then the big action on the Sunday like it always was. But then spreading it out, I understand it because it means that there's more opportunity for like viewership and patronage actually at the racetrack. But as a viewer, I feel like it was a bit harder because obviously with the timings as well as us being in New Zealand and like figuring that out too, it was kind of not not quite a good time for us.
Yeah, I guess, look, I didn't pay too much attention to the other on-track events they had and the other categories and, the timings and so on. So they might have had quite a full card and they couldn't perhaps have run two races in the qualies and top 10 shootouts and etc. to be able to fit it all in. So, that, maybe you're right, that's why they went to the Friday. So yeah, and something else to note about Friday, obviously, with Feeney and Brown, starting back in 14th and 20th.
Yes.
Coming back up through the field. So obviously, not starting the weekend so well.
No, they didn't qualify well. And I remember Brownie and Brock actually saying, like, this was not the speed that they thought they would have, or like, and they were just pleased as well that they got within, both of the cars got in the top 10 when they finished, but it wasn't what they wanted, and you could tell they were really hunting. And even the other team said, like, they knew that if Red Bull had set up their cars how they could have, they would have been in that, like, top end. And all of the teams, like, I think Chaz mentioned, he was like, I was really surprised. And even their car, I think, had a little bit of strife as well, and he was like, if we had put it in quality the way we wanted, we would have been higher up in the field. So.
Imagine what it's like for Feeney, though. I mean, obviously at Darwin you took the triple header, triple crown, sorry, my bad. Details. So coming out of an event so strong like that, and then coming over to here and then not doing so well, kicking off the weekend,
I feel like he would have got flashbacks to Topor in a way. And he would have been would have been like on being like, guys, come on, like, and you could see they really pushed in the actual race to get that momentum, I guess, in trying to get those points, because they wouldn't have wanted to be out of the top 10, because that jeopardizes their team points and also his points and Will's points, because obviously they're fighting for a championship as well.
But clearly, they got some changes done. They managed to get up through the field, so they obviously started getting some set up right there, but not soon enough that they could, be at the front, getting pole, or in those first, front or, first or second row, off the grid there to be able to, take it home. Because as you know, trying to win from middle or back of the pack is really hard, considering how tight the field is this year compared to last year.
And you always hear the drivers too, like Brock, and I think Chaz talks about it, like Will as well. They always saying, like, it is so tight. That top end is so tight, and if you get out of that top 10, you're just fighting the whole time with the same group of you, just trying to get, which is insane, because it's the closest I think I've seen all of the race car drivers actually go at each other, And
I must say, like, for me, this year has actually been way more entertaining. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, we have our team favourites. Some of us, like yourselves, I guess, we like multiple teams, or we'll have our favourite team or favourite driver. But this year, from an entertainment point of view, seeing more drivers up there, getting the parity sorted out, more drivers, the team stepping it up, it's actually a lot better this year.
Oh yeah, like the racing is so close, and it's crazy because you used to kind of be able to gauge who was kind of gonna get the wins in each race, and you'd be like, okay. I mean, not if it's your favourite driver, obviously.
It was almost a playbook, right? You kind of know, he's strong at that track, so he's probably going to take
and
it.
you could kind of go from, based on how they went in their qualifying, you're like, yep, they're going to end up winning. And you'd be like, cool, happy it's going to be for them. But now you really can't tell, because as we said, with the qualifying for Red Bull, normally they're on the top end, and they didn't even... they were out of the top 10, and you're like, what? For a super strong team.
But I'll tell you what, this year, they've got some other teams biting at their ankles, and, going into, the debriefs after the next couple of races, we'll probably get to talk about some of that, because it's becoming more evident, but, So, look, that's about it for race 20 for the Friday, so... we're going to say goodbye now, and we'll be coming back very shortly with the details after the next race.
Yes, bye guys, from me and Dad.
That's all from her, and it's all from him.
Bye.
Stop! Wait!
smash the like button, just like Cam Waters likes to smash into other race cars.
Hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications because you don't want to miss out on this amazing content we have.